Fox Sports.
We are the Fourth. We are the West.
In the American League West, the Rangers now down to a 2-game lead over the Oakland A's. A's still playing this afternoon. Angels now 4 games back, so things get more and more interesting as we get set to see the nightcap of this day-night doubleheader between the Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels. And welcome in, everyone, along with Tom Grieve. Steve Busby, glad to have you along. And fortunately, game 1 of this twin bill is a distant memory. Some 2.5 hours ago, it's over and done with. So the Rangers trying to figure out a way to get that out of their system. They give the ball to Derek Holland in what may be the biggest start of his 2012 season, Tom.
No doubt about it, Buzz. But, you know, he's battle-tested. He pitched in the World Series. He's been to the postseason. He needs to step up and pitch a good game today. The Rangers missed a great opportunity to pick up ground in the first game. They squandered a 4-1 lead in that game. Right now, they're 2 games out. It could be anywhere from 1 to 3 by the time we get on the plane and go to Oakland. Right now, Oakland is tied with Seattle, 2-2. They're in the 8th inning. We're getting ready to start. It's a 2-game lead, so it just keeps getting more and more interesting.
Yeah, it does that, and we'll test the Rangers' resiliency here in game number 2, this nightcap coming up. Elvis Andrus and company getting set to take on the Los Angeles Angels, trying to win 1 of the 3 games against the Angels to finish up the home portion of the season. We'll be back with the Angels and Rangers right after this. The Built Ford Tough Truck event. Enjoy huge savings on America's best for 35 years running. Ford is the best in Texas. And by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Well, the skies have cleared. It's a beautiful night here in North Texas, and the Ranger fans hope that it turns out to be a beautiful night for their hometown team. Ron Washington's club dropping the first of 2 here today to the Angels. 5-4 the final in that ball game. And before we get things underway here from the ballpark, let's head down to the field where Emily Jones is. Emily?
Yeah, Buzz, the day portion of this day-night doubleheader not going the way the Rangers had planned. However, Ron Washington says there's just one way to bounce back from a heartbreaking loss like the one in Game 1.
You just got another game in 2.5 hours, and that's the way we're going to think about it. Go out there and try to do the same thing we did in the first, get a lead and get a ball to Joe at the end and see if we can close it down. That's it.
Ron Washington with this evening's Geico quote of the game, for that matter. We did speak with Joe Nathan after Game 1, after his just third blown save of the season. I asked him if he would be available, considering he did throw so many pitches in that first game, and he said there are no days off, no games off from here on out. He said he will be available, guys.
Thanks, Emily. Yeah, that's not surprising. Ron Washington would not hesitate to give his closer the ball again should the occasion arise here in Game 2. Here's the Angels lineup for the second game. Mike Trout, the center fielder, leads off. Eric Ibar moves up to second in the order. Albert Pujols will DH and bat third. Joey Hunter is in right field hitting cleanup. Mark Trumbo is at first base. Hitting sixth, playing third base, Alberto Callaspo. The second baseman is Howie Kendrick. Vernon Wells gets the start in left field. He hits eighth. And batting ninth, the catcher, Bobby Wilson.
And on the mound is Derek Holland. He's 11-6. He's had 26 starts. Didn't have a good start his last time out, but the 4 starts before that were real good. He has given up a few home runs, 36th most in the American League. Overall in September, even with his last start, he's 2-0 with a 2.81 ERA. And as you said, Buzz, in the pregame show, this is his most important start of the year. It's a ball game the Rangers need to go out and win. Played a good game in the first game. They got 4 runs off Zach Greinke. They swung the bats pretty well. They played a good, solid game. It's just late in the ball game, the Angels got the hit when they needed it. Torrey Hunter got the big double with a couple of men on, drove in the tying and go-ahead runs. Rangers need to play a good game in the second game and do what it takes to win this one.
Well, here's Mike Trout. He will lead things off for the Angels. Trout in that first game had a home run and a single. He went 2 for 4. And Derek Holland's first pitch of the evening is inside for ball 1. Trout now hitting .322, 30 home runs, 80 RBI, and he is the first rookie in baseball history to have a 30-30 season. Check swing as Holland missed low and inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Trout led off the first game today by walking and stole second, and then was out on a great play by Nelly Cruz, a fly ball off the bat of Torrey Hunter, and he threw Trout out as Trout tried to advance from second to third. A double play that really eased things in that first inning. There, your batting leaders up to date. As Trout takes a strike, it's 2-1.
If Trout ends up with 50 stolen bases, there can't be a whole lot of players who have hit 30 home runs and stolen 50 bases either.
I wouldn't think so. 2-1 pitch to him is fouled off. That got a pretty good piece of Mike Napoli, and the count is 2-2, and Napoli's going to have to walk that off a little bit.
The one thing we saw frequently last year, but we haven't seen it a lot this year, is Derek Holland throw a fastball at 96 miles an hour, but that's what that last fastball was. Well, maybe he's a little pumped up for this start.
I hope so.
He should be.
Yeah. Here's the Ranger defense. Murphy, Hamilton, and Cruz left, center, and right. On the infield, Moreland at first. Michael Young the start at second. Andrews at short. And Beltre at third. Mike Napoli behind the plate tonight. The umpiring crew. Calling the balls and strikes, the crew chief Jim Joyce. Alan Porter at first. Jim Reynolds at second. Mark Wagner is over at third. Holland's 2-2 pitch. Call strike 3. Tied him up like a hostage.
They blindfold him?
Yeah. The way he took that pitch, he might as well have been.
Good velocity and good location. Derek comes back from a 2-0 count and zips that 94-mile-an-hour fastball right near the inside corner.
And Trout backing away from that pitch, and Jim Joyce says, That is the third strike. So 1 away. Here is Eric Ibar. Ibar, the switch hitting shortstop, up there from the right side. Ibar much better against left-handed pitching than right-handed pitching. He's a .333 hitter this year against left-handers. And you can see he's done pretty well against Derek Holland, too. 10 for 33. 1-0 pitch. Up the middle, that's a base hit. Right into the glove of Holland. So Ibar continues his hot hitting against the Ranger left-hander, Derek Holland. He is aboard with one out. Albert Pujols, the DH, will come up.
Yeah, Ibar's having a good year. He's hitting .290, .333 right-handed.
Pujols, couple of home runs against Derek Holland. 5 for 9. Albert had a couple of hits in the first game. Drove in his 103rd run of the year with a single. Rangers now with Ibar at first. Can't go into the overshift that they had against Pujols with nobody on base. Pitch inside for ball 1. And Oakland now a 3 spot against Seattle in the bottom of the 8th. They have a 5-2 lead.
If they win that game, the Rangers need to win to maintain a 2-game lead. If the Rangers lose, it's a 1-game lead.
Slow breaking ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's getting right down to it. 3 games after tonight left in the American League West, and it makes it pretty simple. Big difference between a 2-game league with 3 to play and a 1-game lead with 3 to play when you're playing your closest pursuer in their park. Well hit right center field. Hamilton on his horse, can't get there. It's one hop and off the wall. Ibar around third will score. Into second, Albert Pujols, and the Angels jump out on top 1-0. A pitch out over the plate that Pujols got good wood on.
Well, he's such a good hitter because he's not up there trying to pull the ball. He's just hitting the ball where it's pitched. You throw him away, he's going to drive the ball to right field. You throw him in the middle of the plate, he'll drive it to center field. If you try to challenge him inside, then he'll pull it.
Well,
Not a surprise.
Pujols with his 49th double of the year. Angels off to an early 1-0 lead. Here's Torrey Hunter, who had a big first game. Holland's first pitch is rocketed foul outside third, and not by much. And that was a hanging breaking ball that Hunter turned on a little too quickly. Extra base hit leaders. Albert Pujols now with 79 this year. And Josh Hamilton fourth with 74. Cabrera leading out there with 83. Hunter had 2 doubles and 2 singles in that first game. He fouls the next pitch away to the right. It is 0-2. Big one, of course, the 2-out, 2-run double in the top of the 9th inning that turned a 4-3 Ranger lead into a 5-4 Angels lead. Napoli saying we'll recycle those. And Holland approves of what Knapp threw down there. Good fastball inside, a bit off the plate. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Derek Holland has had pretty good success against Hunter. 7 for 30, but a couple of home runs mixed in there. And that's not unusual against a guy like Hunter. Topped foul at home plate, and the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Torrey Hunter in the last year of what was, I believe, a 5-year contract with the Angels. He has said that he would love to come back to the ball club next year, and even if it meant at a reduced rate, that he really has enjoyed his time in Anaheim. Base hit to center. Pujols being waved around third. Hamilton, the throw to the plate is high, and the tag not in time. Into second goes Hunter. The Angels lead 2-0. Torrey Hunter 5 hits so far in the first 2 games.
The Angels were swinging it by the end of the game in the first ball game, and they're coming out swinging it in this game. 3 hard hit balls, a rope up the middle, double in the gap, and now another hard hit ball up the middle by Hunter.
Fastball in the middle of the plate. And that's what happens with a guy like Torrey Hunter. The Pools able to score. Angels on top 2-0. Still just 1 out. Hunter at second base as he went there on the throw. And Mark Trumbo is the hitter. Trumbo steps in hitting at .262 for the season. He went 0 for 4 in the first game and hammers one down the right field line, but it slices back into the seats and out of play. Angels in that first game had 5 runs on 11 hits. Holland ready, a check of second. He misses inside with the fastball. And the count goes to 1-1. Trumbo has exactly 1 home run since the middle of August. RBI total up there, 92 as you saw, but he has been stuck. He got off to a great start this year. It's the next pitch foul outside third, and the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes.
He put up his numbers in the first half, made the All-Star team. Looked like he was on his way to a spectacular year. Coming off a fine rookie season last year.
Napoli out to talk with Holland. Crowd just filling in as we head into game 2. This was the rescheduled game from last night that was rained out, or yesterday afternoon, actually. So the folks that had tickets for yesterday offered an opportunity to come back out for this one. 2-2 now. Holland wanted a new baseball, so Trumbo backed out. Well, Jim Joyce gave Mike Napoli a new one for Derek. Holland okays the sign, and he will check Hunter at second. Hard hit, but pulled foul down the left side. Still 2-2. Holland ready to work once again. And the count is full. Now Derek not able to put away Trumbo when he had the advantage in the count. Now they have to do it on 3-2. Alberto Callaspo, the third baseman, is waiting in the on-deck circle. 2 runs across, 1 out, Hunter at second base. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball hit down the left field line and deep. Into the corner, it is gone. 32nd home run of the year for Mark Trumbo, and the Angels have put up a 4 in the first inning.
You couldn't ask for a worse way to start this game. Take the fans out of the game early. Get the strikeout at Trout, but since that time, the Angels have had good swings at Derek. Trumbo had some good swings in that at bat. Didn't get all of that ball, but right down the line, he's so strong, he doesn't have to. 4 straight balls well hit. Third ball stayed up inside part of the plate. Trumbo waited on it, didn't pull it foul. He kept that ball fair. Single, double, single, homer.
And Mike Maddox out there to talk to Derek Holland and Mark Trumbo. smiling after hitting his 32nd home run of the year, 343 feet, the estimated distance. So the Angels jump out big here in the first. 4 runs across, 4 consecutive hits. Ibar, Pujols, Hunter, and Trumbo. And here's Callaspo.
The home run ball has hurt both pitchers in this game. Derek came into the game having given up 30 home runs, tied for 6th in the major leagues. Santana's given up 36.
Callaspo to left center field. Murphy can't get there. That's going to the wall. Callaspo to second will pull in with a double. And that is 5 consecutive hits, 3 of them for extra bases.
I mentioned Derek's last start. He went 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. Was gone after 3 innings, threw a lot of pitches in 3 innings. And coming back today, struggling to get out of the first inning.
Belt high out over the plate. Callaspo driving it to the gap.
In the first game, I thought the Angels had some soft line drives that fell in. Quite a few of them until Hunter ripped that ball in the gap. But this game, all 5 of these balls have been hit hard. The ball that's been hit on the worst part of the bat was the one that Trumbo hit for a home run.
Yeah. Roy Oswalt up and loosening here in the first inning. Kendrick did not play in the first game. He's hitting .279. And goes to right field. Toward the line is Cruz. He has time to get there, makes the catch, tagging at second, and moving into third with a slide is Callaspo. So there's out number 2. Callaspo advancing to third base, and Vernon Wells will come up.
Batting 8th on fielder number 10, Vernon Wells.
Callaspo talking with third base coach Dino Ebel. Here's the local native, Vernon Wells. See the numbers on Vernon. He missed a lot of the season on the disabled list. .234 the average. Strike 1. There was a time when Vernon was with Toronto several years ago that he just ripped the Rangers apart in this ballpark.
Started right in the opening series of the season.
Sure did. And he swings and pops the next one up. Michael Young angling toward the line, now backpedals a bit, puts it away, and the side retirement. The Angels come up with 4 runs on 5 hits. They strand 1 after half inning of play. The Angels 4, the Rangers coming up. The bottom of the first, trailing 4-0. Here's the lineup that's going to have to get it done tonight. Ian Kinsler is the designated hitter tonight. He leads things off. Elvis Andrews, the shortstop, is next. Then it's Josh Hamilton. Third baseman Adrian Beltre cleans things up. Nelson Cruz in right field bats fifth. The second baseman is Michael Young. Hitting seventh, playing left, David Murphy. Mike Napoli catches. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
And on the mound is Irvin Santana. His numbers don't look that good. 9-12, a 4.93 ERA. Next line doesn't look very good either. 36 home runs, the most allowed in the major leagues. But he's pitching well right now. He's 2-1. His ERA is right around 2 in 4 September starts. And if you look at the overall numbers, the one thing that's killed him this year has been the home run ball. He's got the fifth best opponent's batting average in the league. Opponents only hit .234 against him. It's been the home run ball that has ballooned his ERA to 4.93.
He throws strike one to Ian Kinsler. Kinsler at 262. 1-1.
You can go over Santana's last 7 starts. He's got a 2.49 ERA. He's given up 13 runs. 9 home runs in those 7 games. It's been the long ball.
Santana's 1-2 pitch. And the count evens to Kinsler. Ian 1 out of 4 in the first game. Had a base hit to center field in his 4th time up. The 2-2 offering. And the count has gone full. So Ian trying to start things off by getting aboard. Elvis Andrews getting ready in the on-deck circle will be next. Payoff pitch from Santana to center field. Trout back and to his left a bit. 1 away. Now take a look at the rest of the Angel defense behind Santana. Vernon Wells in left. You saw Trout in center. Torrey Hunter in right. Trumbo at first. Kendrick and Ibar up the middle. Alberto Callasco at third. And Bobby Wilson handling Irvin Santana, the right-hander. Angels, as you saw, coming in 5th in the American League. They are 1 position behind the Rangers, although the Rangers have pretty good separation between 4th and 5th in the American League. A couple of percentage points and about 9 errors. First pitch to Elvis is a strike. Fastball inside part of the plate. 289 Elvis's average. He has enjoyed hitting against Irvin Santana to a 333 clip. Watch out, fastball up and in. Tickled the chin hairs as it went by. That's one thing that I don't know if Santana did that on purpose. It doesn't really matter, but it's effective. Guy that throws a lot of sliders like Santana, you need to throw inside to a hitter. Keep him honest, to keep him from going out over the plate. And one of the things a couple of years ago that Santana tried to do was pitch more effectively inside. Got a little gun shy with it. Decided not to. And the next pitch outside is 3-1. So back-to-back hitters going to 3 ball counts. Elvis trying to get aboard in front of Josh Hamilton, the Rangers center fielder. Will be next. Ball 4. And Elvis draws the 1-out walk. So Andrus aboard, first Ranger base runner of the ball game. Elvis also had a walk and a run scored in the first game. He went 1 for 2. And now Josh Hamilton up there. And an RBI single in 4 trips to the plate. RBI single, the only time he put the ball in play in 4 at-bats. The other 3 were strikeouts. Santana a long set in the pitch to Hamilton, down and away for ball 1. Now Bobby Wilson can go out and say, hey, we just gave you a 4-run lead. Let's have a few strikes in here. But 36 home runs given up will do that to you. You get a little gun shy about that.
Gun shy to the big guys. He doesn't have an alarming amount of walks and a .234 opponent's batting average. You don't expect to see an ERA around 5.
1-0 pitch. Hit hard to the gap in right center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Elvis being waved around third. He will score, and Hamilton into second, an RBI double. It's a 4-1 Angel lead.
Oh, that gets the fans back in the ball game. They're just trying to come right back and have a big first inning of their own here.
Josh with his 127th RBI of the year.
Two-seam fastball, not a terrible pitch as far as where it is in the strike zone, down and away. Josh ripped that to right center field like it was right down the middle of the plate.
Elvis scores easily, and here's Adrian Beltre. He takes a breaking ball that comes over the inside part of the plate for strike one. Beltre, monster numbers also. 321, 36, and 101 driven in. Just 226 against Santana, but 5 of the 12 hits that he has have left the ballpark. And there's Santana again trying to protect the outside part of the plate by throwing off the plate inside. Problem was last time he did that, it was to Elvis Andrus. He ended up walking him. He couldn't get any of the next 4 pitches close. 1-1 the count. And that came up and hit Beltre. Tried to get out of the way. That was an off-speed pitch. That wasn't a fastball that was running up and in. And Mike Sosha, the normal look that Mike has on his face. How can you call that against us? Well, the hit batter puts runners at first and second for Nelly Cruz. Ooh, I think the Rangers got away with one. It looked like on one of the replay angles that it might have hit the bat.
Tough to tell.
You know, Mike Butcher out very quickly to talk to Santana and to Bobby Wilson.
Well, generally, an umpire can tell whether it hits the bat or whether it hits the hand. It's a softer noise when it hits a batting glove in your hand. If that just ticks off the bat or your hand lightly, it's tough to tell, I guess.
In any event, Beltre at first, now Hamilton at second. And all of a sudden, Nelson Cruz comes to the plate as the tying run here in the first inning. Ball one is inside.
Well, one hanging slider, and it's 4-4 after 1 inning, or in 1 inning.
Cruz, his first time up in the first game. Beltre aboard, knocked his 24th home run of the year into the seats in left field. Had a rip at that breaking ball that didn't quite get to the outside corner. 1-1 the count. You know, it still amazes me why people try to throw breaking balls to Cruz early in the count. He just, when he's going well, he hits everything that you throw up there that's off speed. That one popped up to right field. On comes Hunter and makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Yeah, one of those just missed it. Had a good swing, hit it on the good part of the bat, just got underneath it.
So Hamilton stays at second. Beltre remains at first. 2 away from Michael Young.
The wind has completely died down. The flags are, for the most part, not blowing at all right now. Perfect night for baseball. 71 degrees. Feels like Anaheim.
Yeah. You are right. Michael an 0 for 4 in the first game. And he has been a nemesis for Irvin Santana. 355 over the years. And a rip at that fastball away. It's strike 1. Michael, as you saw, 7 home runs and 65 RBI. Got a couple out there that he would love to pick up. Hamilton getting his lead from second, and Beltre over at first base. Good slider to the outside corner. It's 0-2. There are your runners. Hamilton, the RBI double, and Beltre hit by the pitch. 2 outs, an 0-2 count on Michael Young. Popped up, shallow right field. Again, Hunter coming on, and second baseman Kendrick calling it, but Hunter calls him off and makes the grab. So that'll do it. The Rangers do come back with a run on a hit. They strand 2, and we'll go to the second. 4-1 Angels on Fox Sports Southwest.
Buzz, you talk about some diehard Ranger fans. Derek and his group went to a Ranger game on Friday, waited out that rain delay, then came earlier this afternoon. You guys tired out yet?
No way, baby. Third time's the charm. We're going to come back and get this one.
All right, like your spirit. All right, good to have you out here, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Buzz?
All right, Jim, thank you. Bobby Wilson, the only batter for the Angels that did not hit in the first inning, takes a strike as he starts off the second. Wilson came on defensively in that first ball game, hitting .214 for the year. 3 home runs, 13 driven in. And a breaking ball is dropped in over the outside corner by Holland.
I see Derek can get over that first inning. Gave up 5 straight well-hit balls and 4 runs. Settle down, pitch deep into the game, and let the Rangers do what Anaheim did in the first game. Peck away, come back.
The appeal on the check swing down to Alan Porter. He said no swing. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, I don't think 4 runs is going to be enough to win this ball game. I think you have to score more than 4. Holland's 1-2 pitch. That evens the count to Bobby Wilson. Wilson did a lot of the catching for the 2 months that Chris Iannetta was out with that broken wrist. Call strike 3. That comeback fastball got the inside corner. That is strikeout number 2 for Holland. Almost a carbon copy of the pitch he threw to Mike Trout to start the game on.
Pretty much the same spot.
Jim Joyce, a little liberal on that inside corner. Nothing wrong with that. So 1 away. Here is the aforementioned Mike Trout. And Holland's pitch to him is a high fastball. 1-0. Derek back to the plate. Took something off. It was a little bit low. It's 2-0 now to Trout. And Holland's next offering. Right field is a bullet. Cruz coming in and now over to his right to make the grab. And Trout did it right on the button with Cruz there for the out. 2 away.
His bat made contact with the ball right in the perfect location. He hit that solidly. Fortunately, he didn't get up in the air.
Derek has had a few of those pitches for middle today. Part of that is what led to the 5 consecutive hits in the first inning. Ibar takes a slow breaking ball for strike 1. Ibar singled right back through the middle. That was the first of those 5 consecutive hits. His average now up over 290 at 291. Another breaking ball, and that settles low. A ball and a strike. Derek to the wind, back to the plate. Little looper up the middle. Near the bag is Andrews. Quick throw and a hard throw. He got it. That ball really jammed Ibar, and he is out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Holland, who's now retired 5 straight. After 1.5, it's the Angels 4, the Rangers 1 on Fox Sports Southwest. League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. The excitement begins October the 5th, the wild card game on TBS, and you can keep up with the entire postseason schedule at TexasRangers.com/postseason. Bottom of the second, David Murphy leads things off, and he hammers one. Deep center field. Trout is going back at the wall. Goodbye.
I almost got hit in the head by that ball that tried to catch it.
David Murphy with his 15th home run of the year. It's a 4-2 Angel lead.
I told you about Santana. That's the 37th home run. Leads the major leagues in gopher balls. Pretty good chance that won't be the last one. He had a start where he went 1 2/3 against the Rangers and gave up 3 home runs. There's a fastball right in the center square. Let's see how close this kid comes to catching it if we can follow it to center field. No.
And now Mike Napoli steps in, and he was going for back-to-backers.
Watch your kid come try to catch this ball. Boink.
Ooh. That can't feel very good.
That almost, if that ball was at his head, it would have hit him in the head.
And Napoli hits one. There she goes. Goodbye.
That one probably won't be the last one either. Santana's lucky that Nelly Cruz got underneath that ball with a 2-man on in the first inning.
Mike Napoli, home run number 22. It's a 4-3 ball game.
Second fastball right down the middle of the plate.
Well, back-to-back home runs for Murphy and Napoli, and here's Mitch Moreland. And Mitch was trying to make it 3 in a row. Moreland at 273, 15 home runs, 4 out of 6 against Santana. That's a rocket back to the box. 3 straight hits. That's the first one that stayed in the ballpark. Mitch aboard, back to the top of the order. Mike Butcher, the pitching coach. Social won't even talk to him. Hey, Mike, that's your fault. Well, Moreland follows up the back-to-back home runs with a solid single to center. Now Ian Kinsler coming up. By the way, that's the 11th time this year. And Mike Soshin, the trainer, going out. Eric Ibar, after that last out of the top of the second, kind of pulled up gimpy. And apparently breaking for that ground ball up the middle off the bat of Moreland showed some more gimpiness. And Mike Soshin went out there, and he's going to take him out of the ball game. I would assume Myceres Turris will take over at shortstop. And we'll pass along whatever information we're given on the condition of Eric Ibar. But that's a guy that the Angels can ill afford to lose for these final 3.5 games. This is that out that Ibar hit into, and
like a right quad.
Yeah. See, kind of pulling up there and jamming his finger into that quad.
He's a good player, but the Angels are fortunate that they do have Myceres Turris, who's a pretty solid little player himself. So he'll be able to handle the defensive part of it. Probably won't hit the same thing that Ibar's hitting. But he's got time as playing as a regular.
Butcher going out to the mound. He's going to give the bullpen time to get loose. Jerome Williams, right-hander, is up and loosening. Last time we saw Jerome Williams was out in Anaheim in that game that C.J. Wilson started. C.J. ran into first inning problems, and Mike Soshin had him up very quickly. The folks would like to remind you that to celebrate 40 years of baseball in the Metroplex, Metro PCS is giving away 40 Samsung 4G LTE phones. Enter to win at all participating locations. Metro PCS, wireless for all. The one on, still nobody out. Ian Kinsler, a fly ball to center, his first time to the plate. And ball one is low and inside. You're right, Tom. That crowd is into it now.
Yep. Just need a little bit of a reason to get back into it. They just gave him a couple of big reasons this inning. And it's just beginning, hopefully.
1-0 pitch. There's a slider for a strike. Kinsler now at 261 for the season. 19 home runs, 72 RBI. Rangers now, after Napoli's home run, have 9 players, all 9 in the starting lineup tonight, with 50 or more RBI. Kinsler drops a bunt. It's a pretty good one. Cayaspo, off-balance throw, just did get him.
Oh, what a play.
Great play by Cayaspo, and Ian Kinsler almost got that in a perfect spot.
Just
Maybe
a little bit too hard.
Yeah, a little bit. He does get Moreland to second base. And we'll see if they give him a sacrifice on that or not.
Yeah, you always give the benefit of the doubt to the hitter, even though I think he's bunting for a base hit. If he bunts that ball about 4 or 5 feet shorter, then it's going to be a base hit. But got to the third baseman Callaspo quickly enough to where the off-balance throw just beat Ian.
Boy,
nice play.
Well, they are not going to give Kinsler a sacrifice. Steve Weller, the official scorer. Andrews skies one to center field. Trout backing up. Tagging at second is Moreland. He will stay put, though. And Trout gets the ball back in.
I can see if you bunt with 1 out, not getting a sacrifice. I don't think I've ever seen a guy bunt with nobody out for a base hit and not get a sacrifice. But it's still, I mean, it's a close game. It's not like it's 5-0 or something like that. And I think the rule says that the benefit of the doubt goes to the hitter. Now, I don't think he was bunting for a sacrifice. I think he was bunting for a base hit, but I think generally you get the call on that one.
So 2 out. Here's Hamilton, who laced a double to right center his first time. He takes a breaking ball for strike 1. One thing about Hamilton facing Santana, the right-hander doesn't really have a slow breaking ball or a good changeup that he can throw to Hamilton down out of the strike zone. More of a slider, 80 to 82, 83 miles an hour. There's that slider. He got it down and into him, and Hamilton swung over the top. It's no balls and 2 strikes. RBI leaders, Hamilton now within 9 of Cabrera. They've got pretty good separation between the top 2 and Encarnacion and Willingham, who are 110. The 0-2 bounces in there, and I don't know how in the world Bobby Wilson blocked that. That thing bounced 5 feet out in front of home plate, but he did. Find that almost every catcher that catches any length of time for the Angels is very good defensively, very good technically defensively. And that goes right back to their leader, Mike Scioscia. Excellent defensive catcher himself. The 1-2 pitch. And that's in the dirt. Josh doing a good job of laying off that 81-mile-an-hour breaking ball. So the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Angels leading, but it's now 4-3. The Rangers have put up a couple here in the second. They're looking for more with Hamilton up there. Moreland at second, the 2-2 pitch, and that is chopped foul.
All you got to do is get that slider above the knees, and he might have a lot of hang time on it.
Hamilton back in the box. Santana studying the signs and now has one he's going to work with. Got him swinging. Breaking ball in the dirt, and Wilson will throw on to first to complete the strikeout. Side retire. The Rangers come up with a couple of home runs from David Murphy and Mike Napoli. Murphy led it off. Napoli followed. They strand one on 3 hits. We're going to the third. 4-3 Angels on Fox Sports Southwest. Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Head to your Texas Ford dealer and drive the best in Texas. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. It's now a one-run game. David Murphy, one of the 2 home runs for the Rangers in the second. It'll work in the third inning. Albert Pujols lifts his arms and takes strike 1 on the inside corner.
Just keep putting up zeros, Derek. Good inning in the second. 1-2-3 inning with a strikeout. Next pitch right there, just missed. Good idea.
Pujols 1 for 1, an RBI double in that first inning. 1-1 pitch. There you go. Couple fastballs inside, the slow hook, and got a 1-2 count. Now, even a good hitter like Pujols, you get ahead 1-2, you put him on the defensive a little bit. Now it's up to the pitcher to finish him off. Don't give him an opportunity to regroup and zero in. Not bad.
Most people would have missed that ball.
Yep. Pujols hitting at an even 290 as he faces Holland here in the third inning. 30 home runs, 104 RBI for the big guy. Again, the 1-2 pitch. Line to left field. Murphy coming on. Shoestring pitch. Just below knee high. And Pujols is retired.
Well, you got to have a little bit of good fortune. 2 of the last 3 balls have been line drives. 1 to left, 1 to right. That the outfielders were able to handle. Made some good pitches, but that wasn't one of them. Got away with it, though. Fortunately, Albert hit that one right at somebody.
Well, Murph got a pretty good read on it and stayed on his feet to make the catch. That's out number 1. Torrey Hunter now will come in. Torrey, RBI single in the first inning. Makes a belt high strike from Holland. Hunter up to 91 RBI, as you can see, and at batting average 310. Goes after the next pitch and hits a high pop up to right field. Cruz coming on. Long run for Nelly, but he gets there in time and makes the catch for out number 2. Nelly playing a little bit over toward right center, but that ball hit high enough to allow him time to get over there and underneath it. So with 2 away and the base is empty, Mark Trumbo, who hit a 2-run home run in the first, will step in. Trumbo got a hanging breaking ball from Holland and hit a line drive that just got over the barrier in left field, pretty close to right down the line. Holland's first pitch to him. Boy, he got jammed. He's going to dunk one in. That was a pretty good pitch from Holland, though. That fastball up and in. Trumbo's strong enough to muscle that out into left field for a 2-out single.
Yeah, I think anytime you make a pitch that hits the batter off the handle, then you're pretty happy with the pitch you made. What happens after that, you really can't control. You've caused the batter to make bad contact, and then the ball bloops in. Nothing you can do about it.
But Trumbo aboard with his second hit. And Alberto Callaspo will come in. Callaspo had the last of the 5 consecutive hits in the first inning. It was a double to right center field. Excuse me, left center field. And he takes that slow curveball for strike 1. Holland checks Trumbo at first. Back to the plate he comes. Fastball. Round ball fair over the bag at first and down the line. Trumbo around to third. He is being waved home. Here comes the relay. No, he got held up in the last second. Ebel was waving him, and Trumbo got to the bag and rounded it and then stopped. And to be quite honest, I didn't see whether Ebel held him after he got to the bag or whether Trumbo stopped on his own.
Trumbo might not have seen him. He was down near the batter's box. It was right down the line, hugging the line. And I was worried he was going to be able to get there before Nelly could get the ball in.
Second double of the night in the 20th of the season for Alberto Callaspo.
A little blooper to left for a single and a little dribbler down the line.
Now Howie Kendrick, the hitter. And he fouls the first pitch off. It's 0-1. Boy, Mitch had a great effort at that ball. And Nelly got to that ball just before it got into the sideboards. Yeah,
I don't think Trumbo picked him up. I don't think he saw him.
Looked like he might have missed third base going around it, too. Maybe he stopped there knowing that he did miss it. 0-1 pitch is low and inside.
Able to come way down the line, almost near the batter's box. Trumbo came around third. Maybe he saw him. Looked like he looked and where he expected to see him. He wasn't there and said, "You better stop."
Holland's 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Kendrick, 7 home runs, 61 driven in this year. And the crowd getting behind Derek Holland. We would love to see him keep this at a 4-3 game. Good fastball up and in, but Kendrick able to get a piece of it to stay alive. Derek Holland now will throw his 54th pitch of the ball game to try and get Kendrick out in this angel threat here with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Call strike 3. Boy, he did too. Goes him like a month-old popsicle, and Derek Holland gets a big strikeout. Strands runners at second and third on a couple of hits. We played 2.5. Angels leading 4-3 on Fox Sports Southwest. Behind the scenes at the ballpark, including the media room, dugouts, batting cages, and press box, and a whole lot more. Adult tickets are only $12, and there are discounts for groups, seniors, students, and youth. Get details at texasrangers.com/tours. Adrian Beltre leading off the Ranger half of the third inning. Rangers trailing 4-3. Beltre hit by a pitch his first time up. Looked at strike one, and Santana back to him. And Beltre pops it up. First base side, Trumbo into foul ground. Now back into fair ground. Makes the catch. Beltre is retired. There's one away for Nelson Cruz.
Right-fielder Nelson Cruz.
Beltre took an awkward swing at that pitch. It was an off-speed pitch. He was a little bit out in front of it. Had to reach for it. And it looked like that caused him some pain where he's been experiencing it, but knowing him, he'll hunch over, take a deep breath, and deal with it. That's what he does.
And Adrian, after they found out exactly what it was, said, yeah, it's going to be with me the entire rest of the year, however long that's going to be. We'll deal with it later on. Cruz a rip and a miss. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Nelson a fly ball to right, his first time up. That was back in the first inning.
Well, since Santana had those 2 fastballs turned around by Murphy and Napoli, he's thrown a lot more breaking balls. Josh to chase several of them out of the strike zone for a strikeout. Adrian to reach for that one for the little pop-up.
Santana with his 44th pitch of the night. A breaking ball, and that just nudges the outside corner. It's 2-2. Cruz waiting. Santana to the wind. 2-2 pitch is chopped foul down the third base side. Yeah, if you're sitting there on the Ranger bench, I mean, you need to take note of that. Tom, what you're talking about, a lot of sliders. Until you get 2 strikes, I mean, you can zone off the inside part of the plate if you want to against Santana, the way he's working now to right-handed hitters.
Yeah, he got a little shell shock last inning with the home runs on the fastballs.
The fastball that's up out of the hittable zone, and the count has gone full. So Cruz with 1 out trying to get aboard. Michael Young, the Rangers' second baseman in this second game, is next.
Now, we've seen Santana at times touch the mid-90s with his fastball.
Cruz a chopper into left field, a base hit. Well, that had some serious topspin on it. That second hop shot by Callaspo. Right now, let's head back to our Fox Sports Southwest studios for a Mazda game break. Here's Rick Renner. Rick. All right, Rick. Yeah, Rangers now know exactly what they're facing. Michael, a good rip at a fastball, and he missed that one. Fouled it straight back.
His fastball today is 89 or 90. There's been times when we faced him, and it's been 94 and 95. This means you have to be a little more careful with your command when you're missing those 4 or 5 miles an hour.
0-1 the count as Young waits. Fouled off. It's back-to-back fastballs that Michael Young has seen. And the count goes to 0-2. Well, the Rangers, when they board the flight tonight after the ball game to Oakland, will either be a game ahead of the A's or they'll be 2 games ahead of the A's.
Well, if they're a game ahead and they go into Oakland, they've got to win 2 out of 3 to beat the A's. If they're 2 games ahead, they just need to win 1 game.
Cruz, very modest lead at first. Santana's 0-2. To right center field in a hurry, falling quickly, and that ball falls in. Sliding into second safely is Nelly Cruz. And Michael Young, a little Texas leaguer. The Rangers have runners at first and second with 1 out. And David Murphy coming up.
That's good base running by Nelly Cruz, too. It's such a borderline play for a runner. You can't get too far off because if Hunter catches it, he'll double you off first base. But if you don't go far enough, then Hunter's going to pick it up and he can force you at second base. And you see Nelly trying to play it, and as soon as he sees it's going to fall, he sprints and slides and just makes it to second base ahead of the throw. It's good judgment by Nelly.
So back-to-back hits. Here's Murphy, who homered to straightaway center his first time up. And the first breaking ball finds the inside corner. It's no balls and a strike. And Murph now 15 home runs, 59 driven in. Batting average up to 306. Santana back to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. That home run for Merv got him started out of a streak that we saw him go 1 for his last 19. Hopefully that'll turn him around, and the rest of the way he will be back on fire the way he was before. 1-2 the count. David Murphy, first time up, leading off the 2nd inning. Fastball, and see you later. Look out. Santana's 1-2 pitch. Slow chopper out to short. It could be 2. Return not in time. Murphy able to leg out the return throw from Kendrick. Good job of hustling down that line by David Murphy. It is now 1st and 3rd with 2 outs for Mike Napoli. The Cruz at 3rd, Murphy at 1st. Mike Napoli launched his 22nd home run of the year into the left field seats right in front of the Diamond Club out there. First time up. Santana's first pitch. Slider on the outer half of the plate for strike 1. Again, Jerome Williams up and throwing in the bullpen. There's a drive. That is high and deep. She is gone. Goodbye. There's your hanging slider. Mike Napoli has turned the game around. The Rangers lead 6-4.
Santana could serve him up better than any pitcher in baseball. That's the 3rd one today. He grooved a couple of fastballs, and this time he hung a breaking ball. Nap didn't miss either one of them.
This crowd on its feet now. And Irvin Santana has been asked to leave the ball game by his skipper, Mike Scioscia. So Jerome Williams making his way in from the bullpen. Mike Napoli has teed off twice on Santana. The second one, a 3-run blast, and the Rangers are ahead by 2. Well, there have been a lot of balls in that middle square.
Couldn't miss that one.
Good.
He didn't. Way up. Back in the seats and lower deck. Nap knows that thing's gone. Got to think he gets a lot of satisfaction out of hitting those home runs against the Angels.
I would think so. Napoli turns it around and gets that dugout extremely excited. That looks much better than it did about 3 hours ago. So 6-4, pitching change underway. We'll be right back on Fox Sports Southwest. Jerome Williams, the new pitcher, working to Mitch Williams. Now Mitch calls timeout as he was not quite set, and Williams was into the wind. 0-1 the count against the 30-year-old right-hander Jerome Williams.
Versatile guy, valuable guy on his staff. He can start, he can long relieve. He's got a good arm. 93, 92 mile an hour fastball. He's got a good slider, really good changeup. Tough night for Irvin Santana. Couldn't keep the ball away from the middle of the plate.
Mitch Moreland 1 for 1 with a single. A rip and a miss here. He's down in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Distance on Napoli's home run estimated at 391 feet. But more importantly, there are 2 runners aboard when he launched that one out of here. So the Rangers have a 2-run lead. In the dirt, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Knapp now with 23 home runs this season. And again, just ripping apart his former club, the Angels. Jerome Williams back to the plate. And Moreland gone on strikes. High fastball. And that'll do it in the 3rd. But the Rangers score 3 runs on 3 hits. And Mike Napoli caps it off. The big 3-run home run. We're going to the 4th. Rangers 6, Angels 4 on Fox Sports Southwest. Looks like this. Rangers now on top 6-4. Angels with 4 runs in the 1st inning on 5 straight hits. But that's been it. And Mike Napoli, a solo home run in the 2nd, a 3-run home run in the 3rd, and the Rangers are on top as Derek Holland goes to work to Vernon Wells to start off the 4th inning. It'll be Wells, Wilson, and Trout. Vernon popped out to Michael Young, his good buddy. First time up, lines this one right at Elvis Andrus. Cooking line drive, and Elvis took care of that. That is out number 1.
That's in the last 8 batters. That's the 3rd line drive that's been caught. That's a good sign. Not finding holes with the soft line drives. They're hitting the hard line drives right at somebody. Well hit line shot by Wells, but nothing but a line drive out.
Yeah, we've had a guy out here for about 150 years, so that's what he's supposed to do. Holland has the first out, and now Bobby Wilson steps to the plate. Wilson called out on strikes his first time. A rip and a miss at a Holland fastball. It's 0-1. A couple of more notes on Mike Napoli's night. 2-run home run for Napoli, or the 2-home run night, his 10th multi-homer game of his career. Wilson to center field. Josh Hamilton loping over to the right, makes the catch. That is out number 2. Knapp now with 10 multi-homer games, 6 with the Rangers, and 4 of those 6 have come against his former team, the Angels. Talk about wearing out the club that let you go. 3 multi-home run games this year for Napoli. All of that courtesy of Chris Steichert. Certainly appreciate that. Doing good work up here. That's the boss's son, you know, our boss. Barron.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder. I don't think Barron is the boss.
Well,
I think Fritz is the boss.
I know
Barron's just along for the ride.
When they leave here, I know who's the boss. Whoever has the keys to the car. Trout lines one down the right field line, but that will slice back into the seats. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good to see Derek settling down a little bit. The bullpen was up in the first inning after those 5 straight hits. Now he's got a lead. See if he can protect it.
Trout 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout and a line drive to right field. Rip on that fastball. Holland going upstairs a little bit at 95. And that, if you can get the ball up to Trout, you can throw a fastball by him. He has trouble with that. But you just have to make sure it's on the inner half of the plate. And you have to have a better than average fastball, which Barry certainly does. A ball and 2 strikes.
4 birthdays to mention real quick. Buzz. Bob Moody is 90 years old today. Daylene Barnes from Bryan, Texas. She has a birthday today. She's a good friend of the great Jamie Newberg. Claudine Geisel has a birthday today. Great Ranger fans. Claudine and her husband Randy are both great Ranger fans. Happy birthday, Claudine. And Arlie Burton of Colleyville doesn't have a birthday today, but right after the season, he'll be 100 years old. So Arlie, I don't know if you're watching tonight. Hopefully they'll be able to record this so that you can watch it on your 100th birthday shortly after the season, right during the playoffs, hopefully. Happy 100th coming up to Arlie Burton.
Holland to the line, the payoff pitch to Trout, and it's high, ball 4. Then a 2-out walk puts Trout aboard, and it'll bring up Eric Ibar. And Trout very definitely a stolen base threat. And Ron Washington out to the mound. There's nobody warming in the bullpen, so this is a wash talk trip.
Yeah, if you're Derek, you're going, uh-oh,
yeah.
Here it comes. I know what this is about.
This always has for the lip readers, we apologize. Normally we block out, put the stuff. Yeah, that's what we normally show there. Dave Burchett, our director, usually gets the back of Wash's head so the lip readers aren't offended. But this is a very stern talking to, and some of the language can be colorful. But Derek almost always gets the message. And it almost always happens. Wash almost always goes out there only after there have been 2 outs quickly, and then Derek has walked somebody, given up a couple of hits, kind of let things slide with 2 outs. And that's one time when Wash will really go out there and try to get Derek to refocus. But Mycera Asturis is the hitter. Now, he took over for Eric Ibar. Ibar left with a quad injury, apparently. So Asturis is first at bat in this game. Mycera played second base in the first ball game. Had a hit in 4 trips and fouls back the first pitch. It is 0-1. He's a switch hitter. He's up there from the right side. Stands in, hitting at .254. Trout with good speed at first, excellent speed at first, and Eric Hahn, of course, with an excellent pickoff move. And he'll just give him a little show move. That's certainly not his good one. Holland ready. And the pitch to Esturas is a strike at the knees. 0-2.
Conversation helped. 2 straight strikes.
Well, Holland trying to close down this 4th inning without any 2-out damage. Crowd again really into it here tonight. Holland sets the 0-2 pitch out, and nothing going. Napoli came up ready to fire had Trout been off and moving. And Derek has the sign that he wants. The 1-2 pitch. Slow roller out to short. Andrews will go to first, and that'll do it. So the wash talk and the 2-out walk, no damage to Holland. After 3.5, it's the Rangers 6, the Angels 4 on Fox Sports Southwest. TNT trivia question for tonight. Of course, we all know the Rangers, for the first time in franchise history, went over $3 million this year. We want you to name the 2 seasons in which the Rangers first drew over 1 million and then first drew over 2 million fans. Boy, that looks pretty good. Good looking turkey. Ian Kinsler, first ball swinging against Jerome Williams, and he grounds out to Alberto Callaspo. That's 1 pitch and 1 away here in the 4th. It'll bring up Elvis Andrews. Elvis drew a walk in the 1st inning, came around to score on Hamilton's RBI double. Last time up, a fly ball to center field. Jerome Williams on in place of Irvin Santana. Santana worked the first 2 2/3 here tonight. Gave up 6 runs, all of them earned on 7 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And he gave up 3 home runs, 2 of them to Mike Napoli. Ball 1 is outside from Williams. Williams back to the plate. Fires a strike. Jerome Williams, a well-traveled right-hander. He has pitched almost everywhere in the world. Outside, originally drafted by the Giants back in, came up with San Francisco originally in 2003. He's had all kinds of arm problems, gone around the league, swinging strike. He's even in the count now to Elvis at 2-2. Spent some time with the Cubs and Washington in the National League. Get the word on Eric Ibar. He left the ball game with a strained right quad tonight. Ball 3 is outside, so the count has gone full. Elvis trying to get aboard again in front of Josh Hamilton, who waits in the on-deck circle. Rangers have scored in each of the first 3 innings. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. And they have come back to overcome that 4-run first for the Angels. Base hit to center field for Elvis. So Andrews with the 1-out single. That is hit number 8 of the night for the Rangers. And here comes Josh Hamilton.
Well, there's a good pitch to hit. Elvis did a nice job. Got on top of it. Kept the ball to a line drive, not a fly ball. With the middle of the order coming up, and one thing you know from watching the Angels in the first game, keep on scoring. You never have enough.
Hamilton 1 for 2 tonight. Josh an RBI double in the first. That was with Elvis aboard then. Ball 1 is low and outside. Josh 127 RBI. That's second in baseball to Miguel Cabrera. He's tied with Cabrera with 43 home runs for the Major League lead. Wave and a miss. Williams, that good changeup that Tom told you about.
And he's got good stuff. Got a good fastball. Knows how to pitch. Veteran guy. Been around. I'm sure there's some times in his career he wondered if he'd be pitching in a game like this in the big leagues. Got to the big leagues early in his career and had a hard time getting back.
Hamilton fouls it away, and the count goes to 1-2. Well, Josh has had success against Jerome Williams, 4 for 8 in his career with a double and 2 home runs. Trying to expand that Ranger lead right now. Elvis at first, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Got him swinging. Pitch down and into Hamilton, and he has struck out for the 2nd time tonight. So 2 away. Here comes Adrian Beltre. That is the 2nd strikeout for Jerome Williams. Beltre 0 for 1 in this game. He was hit by a pitch first time up by Santana, then popped out his last time up. Williams' first pitch to him. That is a strike on the outside corner. Adrian Beltre has pretty much owned Jerome Williams. He is 8 out of 15 with a double and a home run. Right-hander sets. Check of Elvis. 1-1 to Beltre. During September, Adrian, the 2nd most home runs to B.J. Upton in the American League. Upton, you remember, had 3 in 1 game against the Rangers. Elvis at first, pretty good lead against Williams. He held on by Mark Trumbo. Beltre, a big swing and a foul tip. And the count moves to 1-2. Williams, a native Hawaiian. One of only 27 Major League players born in Hawaii to get to this point. Slow roller down the 3rd base side. Williams, bare hand, slips as he throws, but still gets Beltre.
Nice play by the big
Williams
guy.
is sprawled out all over the carpet over there. So the side retired. Elvis's 1-out base hit goes for naught. We're going to the 5th inning. Rangers by 2 on Fox Sports Southwest. 4th, we'll give you that AT&T trivia question again. The 2 seasons the Rangers first drew over 1 million and then over 2 million fans. First time over 1 million, 1974. And first time over 2 million, first year that Nolan Ryan was pitching in a Ranger uniform, 1989. Derek Holland to work in the top of the 5th inning. A 6-4 Ranger lead, and Albert Pujols leading things off, 1 out of 2 tonight. Pujols an RBI double and a run scored in the first, and he lined to left field his next time up. Takes inside, 2 balls and no strikes. It was Holland's 70th pitch of the night as he toils here in the 5th inning. To center field, Hamilton retreats a bit, camps under it, makes the catch, out number 1 in the books. And let's go head on back down to the field where Emily Jones is. Em?
Well, we saw Ron Washington, of course, make that mound visit to speak with Derek Holland. He's very selective in when he goes out to the mound and talks to his pitchers, and the same can be said when addressing his team. You know, you hear about team meetings and when managers address their teams depending on certain situations. I asked Wash if he's addressed his team recently. He said he did when they were on the road in Anaheim to begin that road trip. He said he doesn't do it too often because he feels like his words will lose effectiveness. He wants to pick his spots wisely. So you see it on the mound with guys like Derek Holland, and you also see it in the clubhouse with his entire team.
Thanks, Emma. Yeah, that's one thing. You know, some managers will have meetings virtually every day. I mean, you know, wearing people out, and I think Wash is very attuned to that. That you know, guys know what they're supposed to do. Hunter singles to right field on an 0-1 pitch. He is aboard for the 2nd time with a base hit tonight. 1 out. Mark Trumbo coming up.
I think when you've been in baseball your whole life and played for different managers at all different levels, coached for managers, you know what's effective and what's not effective. And I think most of us feel the same way, that once you get one too many meetings, that's it for that manager. You just tune them out because they don't have any effect. But if you call one every now and then and make your point, the players sit down, they listen, and they say, okay, I understand what he's saying. But you can overdo it and just wear them out, and they tune you out.
Yep. Very good point. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's Mark Trumbo, who is 2 for 2 tonight. A 2-run home run in the first and a single to left field his last time, and the fastball is up and in for ball 1.
Well, Torrey Hunter's having a great season. In the top 10 in hitting. Knocked in over 90 runs now. Still going strong.
Yes, he is.
Still playing a good right field now. Not center field anymore.
And Holland misses low and inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Trumbo. And Derek kind of got things together after that rocky first inning. Retired 7 straight before giving up back-to-back 2-out hits in the 3rd. Was able to strike out Kendrick to end that threat. And then got the first 2 outs in the 4th inning, and Ron Washington came out after the 2-out walk to Trout. And then Asturis was sent down. Slow breaking ball is low, and it's 3-0 now to Trumbo.
I thought I read in the paper the other day that Torrey Hunter has a son from Prosper that's going to go to Notre Dame as a wide receiver.
Wants to play both
and baseball and football. Too. Congratulations. Must be a terrific athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Got a ways to go to be as kind of athlete his father is.
Trumbo, the green light on 3-0 and gets jammed. Pop up to Michael Young. That is a very big out, number 2.
And that is a very bad out if you're going to swing 3-0. Better off swinging way out in front, trying to pull the ball, than have the ball get in on you like that. And just hit a little weak pop-up. He's not too happy with it.
Nope. He is
That's
not.
pretty much what we'd all do on 3-0. You make it out like that. Blame it on the bat. Fire that thing down.
Break it so there's no evidence left as to where it hit you. Now 2 away. Hunter still at first base. Alberto Callaspo has a pair of doubles. One to left center and one right down the first base line that just did elude Mitch Moreland last time up. Hunter with good speed at first, and Holland's pitch. He's on the outside corner. Good 2-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Hits are even in this ball game, 8 apiece. Rangers, though, leading on the strength of 3 home runs, 2 of them coming from Mike Napoli. Little tapper back to the mound. Holland fields. There's a little shuffle of the feet. And on to first, and that'll do it. Good job working around the 1-out single by Hunter. Holland out of the inning after 4.5. Rangers by 2 on Fox Sports Southwest. For the Sprint Cup returns to Texas Motor Speedway November 1st through the 4th, and you could win tickets to the AAA Texas 500 by texting FSN to 63767. Just text FSN to 63767 right now for a chance to win. Jerome Williams to the hill, and here is Nelly Cruz taking outside for ball 1. And you know, normally Mark McLemore would be up here during the 5th inning visiting with us, but he's with Mark Neely, and they're doing the MLB radio broadcast. Cruz, a drive to left, way back. It is coming right into the glove of Vernon Wells. I thought he had launched one, and not quite. Just enough underneath it to keep it in this zip code. And Cruz will make a right turn at first base instead of going to his trot.
Well, that's the second time in this game he's done that. That one came a little closer than the one in the first inning off Santana. That's a hanging breaking ball that he just barely got underneath. The other one was a fastball that he got underneath and popped it up to Torrey Hunter. But a couple of good swings, a couple of good pitches to hit. He just got underneath him a little bit.
Yeah, Michael Young shooting one down the right field line, headed toward the corner. It is foul. First base umpire Alan Porter down there and immediately threw the hands up in the air and screaming foul as Torrey Hunter played that carom just in case. And Michael Young now retreating to home plate with a count of no balls and 1 strike. You got 3 feet or so foul?
Yep. Almost found the wedgie. Maybe Norm's down there somewhere. Haven't seen Norm much this year.
Nope. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. And Michael now down in an 0-2 hole. Young dumped a single into center field his last time up. 1 for 2. That batting average at .274 as he faces Williams here in the 5th inning. Checked his swing on the breaking ball, and Alan Porter confirms that he did check his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michael Young 3 out of 11 in his career with a double against Jerome Williams. Rangers have really treated Williams pretty rudely in the times that he has pitched against them. 2-2 now. Cruz almost had his 4th career home run that time. He has 3 and a couple of doubles. And the pitch outside. The count has gone full. So Michael, good eye up there, trying to get aboard with 1 out here in the 5th inning. David Murphy is working in that on-deck circle. Williams with a payoff pitch. And Michael cues one foul over toward Murph. Michael back in. Williams reading the signs. The right-hander to the wind. Outside, ball 4, and Michael earns a well-deserved walk as he waited out Jerome Williams. First walk by Williams in this game. Second walk issued between he and Santana to Ranger hitters. And David Murphy coming to the plate. Murph 1 for 2 with a home run. He has scored 2 runs in this ball game. His 15th home run of the year, leading off the 2nd inning to dead center field against Irvin Santana. Ball 1 is inside. Murphy has not faced Williams that much. He has had 2 plate appearances, one resulting in a walk and the other in a flyout. Bobby Wilson checking with Mike Scioscia and the Angel bench to see what he might have in mind. Williams with a 1-0 pitch. That is low. It's 2 balls and no strikes as Williams pulled the string on Murphy. Young the lead at first. And the 2-0 coming. That is a strike at the knees right on the corner.
I'd be willing to bet that David Murphy has more of that pitch called than any hitter in the league. The perfect pitch. Well, that ball is not a strike, but the perfect pitch that touches the low outside corner. And occasionally everyone has it called. I don't think anyone has it called more than David.
Michael Young draws the throw. Is that just bad luck?
I don't know. I don't know. It's where he stands at the plate. He's a little bit off the plate. He's moved a little closer to the plate. It's with an open stance. I don't know. For some reason, he just seems to have that pitch called a lot.
Williams with a high set. And the 2-1. Murphy pulls it into right field, a base hit. Young to second. He is putting on the brakes as Torrey Hunter came up with the ball very quickly, and Michael Young grounding second. Looked like he had third in mind, but said, no, I'm not going to try it. Well, Murphy with his second hit of the night. 2 on and 1 out, and here comes Knapp.
No, the other side of that, Buzz, you make a statement like that he has that pitch called more than any other hitter. And there's probably several of them that stand out in your mind.
Right.
And then you look at the facts, and they don't bear it out.
That's right. It's a good story.
It happens so many times. It just seems like it has to be true, but I don't have any stats to provide that. I'm going to ask David this afternoon.
Well, a meeting on the mound, and while they're doing that, let's go back to our Fox Sports Southwest studios for a Mazda CX-5 game break. Here's Rick Renner. Rick. All right, Rick, thank you. Yeah, Tigers clinching at least a tie with the White Sox. Here's Napoli, who has homered twice tonight, both times to the plate, and Jerome Williams misses outside for ball 1. Napoli 5 for 11 against Williams with a triple and 2 home runs. He's got 2 more teammates aboard for this at bat. Young at second, Murphy at first. And Williams with a 1-0. Napoli a drive to center field. Way back goes Trout. It's off the wall. Young will score standing. Murphy being waved around. Here comes the relay throw. It is not in time. And Mike Napoli, a 2-run double. It's 8-4 Texas.
Napoli is just,
kind of night, Nap.
he's just killing the Angels, boy.
Six RBI for Napoli tonight.
I think the harder they try to make a pitch on him, the worse they hang something up there to him. And he's just turning it around.
Whatever Mike Butcher told Jerome Williams, it wasn't the right thing. Butcher, the pitching coach, had gone out there to talk to his battery, and maybe Napoli overheard him or knew what that speech was all about. So the Rangers now lead by 4, and Mitch Moreland going the other way. He will sky out to left. That is out number 2. And Napoli staying at second base. Back to the top of the order for Ian Kinsler. And LaTroy Hawkins loosening up in the Angel bullpen. Napoli's 6 RBI game is second of his career.
All he had to do is get that ball up a little higher, and he would have had his 3 home run game.
He certainly hit it hard enough. He might have had a little topspin on it.
Yeah, I think he did.
So Ian steps in 0 for 3 tonight. Couple of ground outs and a fly ball. And he goes to center field and deep. Trout turns his back on home plate. He's going back at the wall and makes the catch. Banging into the padding as he does so, and Trout saved at least 1 more run. But the Rangers put 2 more on the board here in the 5th. It's Mike Napoli with a 2-run double. And we'll go to the 6th inning. Rangers 8, Angels 4. Access the best locations at the very best prices for the 2013 regular season and guarantee your seat for next postseason. Learn more at TexasRangers.com/seasons, or you can call 972-RANGERS. The Rangers add on courtesy of Mike Napoli's 2-run double. Quite a night for Nap, 6 RBI. And Derek Holland goes to work now with a 4-run lead. He'll face the bottom third of the order, and he deals a strike to Howie Kendrick. The Rangers 8 runs on 10 hits. Angels 4 runs on 8 hits, and Kendrick bangs that hanging breaking ball to right field, a leadoff single. And one thing you can be sure of, this Angel ball club is not going anywhere. They are going to battle you tooth and nail right down to the end, and this is a do or die game for them. do or die from a standpoint of if the Rangers win this, they would clinch a postseason spot. And that would cut it down to just the Angels having to rely on the Athletics losing and the Angels winning to sneak into the wild card. One on, nobody out. Vernon Wells 0 for 2. Takes a bit low from Holland. 1 ball, no strikes. Wells a pop out to second. Last time up, he smoked a line drive, but it was right at Elvis Andrus. Wells now getting something in his eye. Getting a lot of little bugs flying around from time to time here tonight. They're enjoying a cool evening out here at Rangers Ballpark.
I'll say.
68 degrees right now. Holland to the plate. And a fastball hits the inside corner.
Now, one thing for sure, if Derek can throw that ball in there, that's been a part of the strike zone that Jim Joyce has favored. That fastball into the right-hand hitters.
A ball and a strike to Wells. Vernon taking his time getting back in the box, and Holland now ready. Fires a high fastball to Moreland over there at first, and Mitch, fortunately, tall enough to reach up without too much effort and grab that. One is hit to right field, hit pretty well, but it'll stay in the ballpark. Cruz backing up in front of the warning track, makes the catch. And his throw coming into second base just to ensure that Howie Kendrick was not going anywhere. The Bobby Wilson, the scheduled hitter, will not hit. Instead, Chris Iannetta will come off the bench and pinch hit here in the 6th inning. So Wilson finishes 0 for 2 tonight. And Iannetta, who has done the majority of catching when healthy, is coming on as a pinch hitter. No doubt will remain in the ball game and behind the plate. Iannetta in the first game here this afternoon had a big walk in that 9th inning against Joe Nathan. A 1-out walk put the 2 runners aboard for what would be a 2-out shot from Torrey Hunter. First pitch, and Iannetta ripping a fastball and fouls it straight back. Iannetta with those numbers, 248, 9 home runs, 26 driven in. Just about 2 months with a fractured wrist kept him out of action and really put a crimp in the Angels' plans for the catching duties. Holland's 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holland okays the sign from Napoli. Check swing on a fastball. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Alan Porter making that call down at first. Well, that's the one area to right-handed hitters that Derek Holland has been able to go to. That inside fastball about knee high. And he has gotten some called strikes, especially called third strikes in there. And he's tied up a few right-handers. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kendrick the lead from first. There's 1 out. And Holland to the plate. And a breaking ball low and in. And Napoli jogging out to the mound, ball in hand, and he wanted to talk with Derek Holland. Knapp had developed a pretty good rapport working a lot with Derek Holland since coming over last year. And he said the one thing that Derek gets a little bit amped up, and he said sometimes it's hard to calm him down and slow him down. He starts going a mile a minute, and he said that's when Derek gets in trouble and kind of reverts to just throwing the ball. Now the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging.
Good fastball. 94 miles an hour.
Fastball running away from Iannetta. He is gone. That is just a 4th strikeout for Holland, but it's an important one. And with 2 outs, Kendrick staying at first base, and Mike Trout coming up.
Pitch looked more away than that. Actually caught the middle of the plate, just threw it right by him. That was a little bit more outside.
Trout walked his last time up. Other than that, 0 for 2 in this second game. Strikeout and a line drive to right field. Looks at a breaking ball that bends in over the outside corner. But Trout 0 for 2, as you can see. That batting average now down a click at .321. Holland's next pitch. And that evens the count. Boy, Trout, some kind of year for this young man. How would you like to be his agent?
I'd rather be him.
Well, there you go. There you go. I can sure understand that.
I'd just like to play a couple of games with his physical tools just to see what it felt like. I mean, it's asking a lot to be him, but just see what it feel like to run like that one day.
Ball 3's inside. If I tried it, I'd pull something. Just immediately.
No, if you were him, you would
be in shape like him.
You'd have his legs.
Oh, okay.
You'd be in good shape. And
3 balls, 1 strike to count. Holland ready, back to the plate he comes. And the pitch is high, ball 4. And a 2-out walk puts 2 men aboard. And Myceres coming up. And instead of Ron Washington going out, it's Mike Maddox this time. Derek Holland gave up the leadoff single, then got 2 outs. Made some good pitches to both Wells and Iannetta. And then couldn't do anything with Mike Trout. He walks him for the 2nd straight time.
Well, no damage done if you get his Turris right here and let Albert Pujols lead off the next inning. But don't let his Turris get on, and then you're in the danger zone.
A lengthy conference out there on the mound. Mike Napoli throwing out some information and ideas, and Mike Maddox, okay, we got it all together. Apparently Jim Joyce had put in his 2 cents worth.
One thing I'll say for this umpiring crew, as a group, they're in good shape.
Yep, they are.
They've done a good job today, too. I like in the first game how they all got together, made sure they made the call right, the call at first base. They got it right. I like it when they do that.
First pitch breaking ball to Myceres is in the dirt, and Napoli a good job of blocking that. 1 ball, no strikes. Myceres a ground ball to short. His only time up in this game. Took over for Eric Ibar, who had to leave with that strained right quad back in the 2nd inning. Chopper toward third base, and Beltran.
I think he does that just for the heck of it, just to see if he can make the tag. Okay, I'll throw it if I have to.
So that'll do it. A big out for Derek Holland and the Rangers. Pujols will lead next inning off. 2 left aboard. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Rangers by 4. Slam Inning brought to you by Sonic. Tonight the jackpot is worth $900 and dinner for two at Sonic Drive-In. Tonight the Rangers are hitting for R.B. Cox of Burleson. And if a Ranger hits a grand slam during the inning, R.B. Cox of Burleson will win $25,000. Registered any participating Sonic restaurant. Elvis taking a breaking ball that dips in. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Williams back to Andrus. And the pitch just a little bit low and inside. Jerome Williams, by the way, with a new battery mate, is staying in the ball game. Chris Iannetta, who pinch hit the last half inning.
Clank.
I think you overinflated that glove a little bit.
Tried to catch that ball with a beach ball. Just kidding, just making fun. Chris Iannetta is an excellent catcher.
Yes, he is.
But we like to have fun in baseball.
Elvis headed toward first, kind of half-heartedly, and it's 3-2 now. So Elvis, again, trying to get aboard in front of Josh Hamilton. Elvis 1 for 2 officially. Williams with a payoff pitch. And Elvis chops it foul at home plate. Elvis now with his batting average back up to the 290 mark. He had some problems the last couple of weeks. Kind of slowly going downhill. Nothing drastic. Hit just under 220 in the last 2.5 weeks. Breaking ball is chopped. And Williams gets off the mound quickly enough to grab it on the second hop and then backhanded over to Trumbo for out number 1. And Elvis retired. That'll bring up Hamilton when the base is empty.
He could have snuck it by Williams. He would have had the same thing as a push bunt. Got a left-hander warming up out the bullpen. Looks like it's going to be him.
Well, Jerome Williams finished for the night. He will leave after 2 1/3 innings of work. And Nick Miranda is coming in. So the Rangers still on top 8-4. We'll be back right after this on Fox Sports Southwest. One out here in the 6th inning. Nick Miranda, left-hander, on for his 10th appearance of the season.
In a short sample, he's putting up pretty good numbers. Opponents are hitting below 200 against him. More than a strikeout per inning. First time we've got a chance to see him.
Nick Miranda just turned 23 years of age, and he fires a strike to Josh Hamilton. Hamilton 1 for 3. He has struck out the last 2 times up. He had an RBI double back in the first. Breaking ball low and outside. That evens the count. Ronde, the third round pick of the 2011 draft out of the University of Florida by the Angels. 1-1, and Hamilton fights it off the other way. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ronde turned 23 on the 5th of September. He's from Lexington, Kentucky. His first half season in the minor leagues in 2011 went 5-0 for Orem. Then he worked his way through the rest of the minor league system this year and advanced to the major league level relatively fast. Less than a full year of minor league ball. Chopper to the left side. Long way to go for Callaspo. Off balance throw is not going to be in time. And Hamilton aboard with a 1-out infield single. Oh, Josh really intent on hitting the ball the other way. For Hamilton, that's almost a bunt.
Trying to tell himself to wait back, don't be over anxious. They're going to put the shift on, and you can just tap a little ball there. Same thing as a line drive to center field.
So Hamilton aboard with the 11th Ranger hit of the night. 1 out, Adrian Beltre coming to the plate. Beltre 0 for 2. And a hit by pitch takes a fastball strike from Miranda. Miranda's next pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Slowly hit. Knocked down by Kendrick. He recovers in time to throw out Beltre. And that was a little bit tenuous there for a moment for Kendrick. Had that ball run up his arm and flop off his chest. And Beltre almost beat it out. And he was tossed out into the second. And Hamilton into second base for Nelly Cruz. Adrian Beltre. That's just another thing too. A little ground ball out there, and he busts it down to first base just in case. You see a real professional in Adrian Beltre. Cruz 1 for 3. And the pitch outside for ball 1. Nelly is single and a run scored in the 3rd inning. Other than that, he is flied out to right, flied out to left. And he has just missed a couple of potential home runs. Off speed, that's a bit low. It's 2-0 now. Cruz at 262 with the average. Trying to pick up Hamilton at second base. Rangers tonight are 2 out of 9 with runners in scoring position. And ball 3 tails outside. In case you're just joining us, the A's have won today. They are now a game and a half back of the Rangers in the American League West. Beat Seattle 5-2. And ball 4 misses from Ronde. Didn't look like he wanted much to do with Cruz. The 2-out walk puts runners at first and second and brings up Michael Young, and that's going to do it for Miranda as Mike Socha on his way out. So LaTroy Hawkins is going to come into the ball game and take over with runners at first and second. 2 outs here. Rangers trying to add some more onto their 8-4 lead. Well, Hawkins comes in from the bullpen in left center. We will take a short timeout. Be right after this on Fox Sports Southwest. Washington. Mike Scioscia going to the bullpen again, and it's the veteran right-hander, 39-year-old LaTroy Hawkins, to come on in to face Michael Young with runners at first and second. There are the numbers on Hawkins. LaTroy, the off-season signee by the Angels, signed a one-year free agent deal this last December. He's appearing in his 48th ball game at 367 earned run average. Been a key piece for Mike Scioscia in the middle of that bullpen. He inherits Josh Hamilton at second and Nelson Cruz at first. 2 away here in the 6th inning. Michael Young at the plate, 1 out of 2 tonight. He has flied out, singled, and walked. When he walked in the 5th inning, he trotted around on Mike Napoli's 2-run double. Hawkins' first pitch. It's a knee-high strike. It's 0-1. LaTroy Hawkins burst onto the major league scene in 1995 with the Minnesota Twins. He was with them for 9 seasons, and since then has become a well-traveled right-hander. 1-1 the count. Spent time with the Cubs, with the Giants, Baltimore, Colorado, the Yankees, Houston, Milwaukee, and now the Angels. Originally the Twins' 7th round draft pick in 1991. 1-1 pitch to Young. Slow breaking ball, and it finds the outside corner. Michael hitting .274, trying to increase his RBI total, which currently stands at 65. The 1-2 pitch. That will even the count. Hamilton on the left of your screen, getting his lead from second. Cruz leading from first. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball is in the dirt. Young able to lay off, and the count has gone full, and that will give Hamilton and Cruz the advantage of being off with the next pitch. If Michael continues the inning, David Murphy is waiting in the on-deck circle. Rangers on top 8-4, trying to gain a split in this day-night doubleheader, the first in Ranger baseball history at home. Hawkins comes set. The runner's on the move. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Nope, fouled it down at home plate. And Michael disgusted with himself.
I thought he missed it too, the way he reacted after he swung.
Fortunately, he just barely got a piece of it. I couldn't tell whether Michael was mad because he didn't hit that hanging breaking ball squarely, or
I think he was just a little off balance maybe when he followed through.
Could have been. So Hawkins peering in, giving the sign for another 3-2 pitch. Right-hander has the one he wants. Back he comes. Ground ball to second base. Kendrick down on her knee and fires to first. That will do it. So Hawkins comes in, gets the final out. The Rangers, no runs on a hit. They strand 2. We're going to the 7th inning. The Rangers 8 and the Angels 4 on Fox Sports Southwest. Southwest is brought to you by Geico Insurance. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. And by the all-new Mazda CX-5 with 35 highway MPG. One defensive change for the Rangers as we head to the top of the 7th inning. We have a new second baseman on hand here tonight as Michael Young's evening is finished. Jerickson Profar coming off the bench, and he will take over on the right side of the infield. Derek Holland will work to Albert Pujols to lead things off and drops in a slow hook for strike one. Pujols 1 for 3. An RBI double in the first, his 49th two-bagger of the year. And he hits that right off the end of the bat and squirts it over the Ranger dugout back into the seats. No balls and 2 strikes. Jordan Walden, and from Weatherford, is warming up in the Angel bullpen. 0-2 pitch, and that changeup floats down and away. A ball and 2 strikes to Pujols. Derek Holland getting ready to throw his 100th pitch of the night. And it's a fastball that has to get Pujols dancing around that right-handed hitter's batter's box. Two and two now. Holland to the wind. And a little off-speed pitch tapped right back to the mound. And Holland fires to Moreland. Pujols is out number 1.
Well, after Albert doubled in the first inning, Derek has handled him okay. And he got him off balance with several of those off-speed breaking balls. Nice job by Derek. Boy, after that first inning, given up 5 hard hit balls, 4 runs, only had 1 out. Come back and pitch the way he has. I give him a lot of credit for that.
I'm just sitting here thinking about, Tom, what you had said in our pregame talks about what Derek needed to do, and that was go deep into the game, give the Rangers a chance to win. And I quite honestly, I don't think there were more than a handful of people that would have given you 5 cents for his chances after that first inning.
I got to admit, I was worried about it too in the first inning.
But he has done an excellent job of settling down and hasn't given up anything.
Well, you earned some stripes in a game like this.
Yep.
By being able to come back and pitch like that.
Ron Washington said he's liked some maturity he sees from Derek Holland, and it takes an awful lot of maturity to be able to accept a beating like that in that 28-pitch first inning.
Yeah, no doubt.
And come back and throw up what has now become 5 consecutive zeros, working on 6.
Well, you're going into 3 big games in Oakland, and what it does is it helps keep the bullpen fresh.
Right.
You haven't had to use long men and middle men.
One and 2, the count to Torrey Hunter, who is 2 for 3. And he's 3 for 4. Yeah. Oh, he is.
Had a day.
Had a 4-hit first game. Now he's got a 3-hit second game. Hunter aboard with the 1-out single. And that'll bring up Mark Trumbo. Now let's head down to the field once again for Emily Jones. Em?
And you talk about Derek saving the bullpen tonight, and really couldn't come at a better time because of the announcement made about Mike Adams. He's done for the rest of the regular season. He's showing symptoms of thoracic outlet syndrome. They feel like it's a mild case, and they should be able to treat it through some sort of, I guess, pain treatment. They'll see what he can play through. He's also experiencing some pain in the lower neck, so 2 separate issues. He won't pitch the remainder of the regular season, and depending on how much pain he can play through, he'll try to get back for the postseason.
All right, Em, thank you.
Well, Mike was doing the best he could to pitch through it, but it became pretty obvious that he wasn't himself. I mean, all you had to do is look at the season: 52 innings and 1 home run, and then gave up 3 in 1 inning. That's a pretty good indication something was wrong.
Yeah, and the base on balls have creeped back up there too, and I think that's always an indication of a guy that is battling something that's beyond his control, and no pun intended about the control. But when a guy that's used to throwing strikes all of a sudden gets erratic, generally there's a physical problem.
Yeah, velocity was down just a tip.
Right. And Robbie Ross, the left-hander, starting to loosen in the Ranger bullpen. 1 on, 1 out, a 1-1 count to Trumbo. Line drive, Beltre gets a glove on it, but it doesn't stick. And that may be a first. Knocked Beltre's glove off. Adrian couldn't quite capture that line drive off the bat of Trumbo. That's going to be a base hit. And put runners at first and second for Alberto Callaspo. And Mike Maddox is again going to the mound. Maybe. You know, Ron Washington.
Ever both go out at the same time? Double trip? You might listen, when Mike's done, I got something I want to say too.
No, Ron Washington's on his way out, and that will probably do it for Derek Holland. Ron, first of all, going to go over and talk to Adrian Beltre.
That's where he's going.
Make sure he's all right.
Make sure Beltre's okay.
Adrian, you remember a couple innings ago, was grimacing after a swing that he took on, resulting in a pop-up. And I'm sure that didn't go unnoticed by Ron Washington. Here he had to stretch for this line drive.
That's why he dropped his glove, I think. Just holding his arm down to try to make the pain go away.
You know, in case you had missed the results of some tests they did on Adrian after the intestinal problems, they feel like it's the result of scar tissue developed over the years from a surgery several years ago, and he was with the Dodgers. An appendectomy, and scar tissue impinging upon some internal parts.
Jim Joyce is out there, I think, making sure Ron Washington doesn't talk to the pitcher.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would constitute a trip to the mound, and Adrian is going to come out. And it must hurt for him to walk off the field, I'll guarantee you that.
And Mike Holt has grabbed his glove and his cap, and he has grabbed the ball. He's going to throw a little bit. So that will not constitute a trip to the mound for Ron Washington. It does give Derek Holland, though, a little chance to catch a breather, as Holt is going to get a few tosses to loosen that arm up. So Mike Holt, first action since having to be sidelined with that plantar fasciitis. He had gotten to the point, remember, when he ran down to first base about 2.5 weeks ago and just pulled up like someone had shot him in the foot. He'd been battling that, so he was going to come in and play third base. Beltre out. And interesting that, you know, when you had Jurickson Profar come in to start this inning in place of Michael Young, in the same inning, you'd lose your starting third baseman, too.
Yeah, I think otherwise Mike could have moved over to third. But, you know, Mike Holt has the reputation of being a solid defensive player, so got a good guy out there.
So Profar at second now, Holt at third. The old guy on the infield is Mitch Moreland over at first. Old guy, 26. 27.
Got a couple of Steve Buchel's infielders out there coming down the stretch now.
And Derek Holland sends a breaking ball into Alberto Callaspo. It's 0-1. Callaspo a couple of doubles and a tapper back to the mound. Hunter, the runner at second base. Trumbo at first. And a fastball strike on the inside corner. It's 0-2. Really important here to not let Mike Scioscia's team feel like they're getting back in the ball game. In that first game, the Rangers had a 4-0 lead at one point, and little by little, the Angels crept back close and finally able to get it done in the ninth. Call strike three. Callaspo turns in disgust, but that pitch was all in the strike zone. He is caught looking. Strikeout number 5 for Holland.
Jim Joyce has been very consistent with his call. And both of those pitches are strikes. It's not like they're a couple of inches off the plate, which is certainly within anybody's margin of error. Those pitches, according to our zone, are right on the corner. Good pitches and excellent calls by Jim Joyce. Been very consistent with that call.
And there are 2 outs now, and Howie Kendrick, who is 1 for 3, is at the plate, and he shoots one foul over the Ranger dugout. Vicious line drive back into the seats.
Yeah, we should mention, Buzz, we do it maybe once a month or so, but when you see that zone, and if you see the ball close to it but not touching it, technically that's not a strike. And occasionally we'll say that ball really wasn't a strike. Well, it's a matter of inches, and the ball's coming 90 miles an hour, and it's sinking and it's tailing, and no one's eyes are good enough to know exactly every time within an inch.
Kendrick drives one to deep left field. Murphy is back. That ball's gone, and we've got a one-run game. Kendrick with a 3-run home run. It's now an 8-7 Ranger lead.
That's one thing you wanted to stay away from, the home run. I mentioned that Santana's been burned by the home run. Derek Holland's been burned by the home run. Trumbo hit one in the first inning, and now Kendrick in the 7th inning, and that results in 5 runs.
And Ron Washington out. He wants the left-hander Robbie Ross to come in. Well, tried to get the pitch inside. It never got there. Kendrick very quick on that swing on the inside fastball, and that's going to do it for Holland, who leaves after 6 2/3. So Robbie Ross on his way in, trying to get the Rangers through this 7th inning. Rangers still on top, 8-7. We'll be right back on Fox Sports Southwest. At 10 o'clock right here on Fox Sports Southwest for Chevy Hometown Kids. It's not about the score, it's about the experience. Visit www.hometownkids.tv for more information. Well, Robbie Ross in now in what has become a 1-run ball game, pitching to Vernon Wells, and he throws strike 1. The Angels continuing to come back in this game. They had been shut down for 6 innings by Derek Holland after a 4-run first, and Derek gives up the 3-run home run to Howie Kendrick with 2 outs in the 7th inning, and he is gone. Robbie Ross now ahead of the count, 0-2 to Vernon Wells. Blowing outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wells tonight 0 for 3, popped out, lined out, and flied out. Two balls, 2 strikes. Scott Downs, the left-handed specialist, loose in the Angels bullpen. Next pitch foul back, still 2-2 to Vernon. And Koji Uehara up and throwing in the Ranger bullpen. Wells back in there, Ross ready to work. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Ground ball pulled foul outside third. Mike Holt will make a new best friend in the second row over there. And the count remains full to Vernon Wells. Wells hitting in the A spot, trying to get aboard to keep this inning going. Chris Iannetta, the catcher, standing in the on-deck circle. Ground ball right behind the bag is Old. He's playing over there. Low throw.
Nice.
Dug out nicely. Picked nicely by Mitch Moreland.
That's a beautiful play by Mitch.
Wow. So 3 runs on 3 hits, nobody left. Stretch time, it's Rangers 8 and the Angels 7. And please join Chuck Morgan and company as we honor America, singing of God Bless America.
Tonight we invite you to join in singing God Bless America with Michael Bortz.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Take a look at tonight's Brown Hand Center. Great hands of the game, and this just happened. Final out of that 7th inning. Mike Holt buries one in the grass in front of first base. How about the play that Mitch Morgan made?
That's not an easy play. Backhand that ball, skimmer. It bounces that far out in front of you. Runner coming right at you. That's about as nice a pickup as you can make at first base. That was just beautiful.
And as we go to the bottom of the 7th, Mitch Moreland will bat 3rd in the inning. David Murphy leading off against the left-hander, Scott Downs, who has entered the ball game. So Downs becomes the 5th pitcher tonight for Mike Scioscia's club. And David Murphy chops one foul outside third. The numbers on Scott Downs, his 57th appearance of the year. Veteran setup man and sometime closer when they were trying to decide who in the world was going to finish out games. Downs had a shot at it briefly. Murphy, a slow bouncer out to second base. Kendrick up and firing. One gone. Let's head back to our Fox Sports Southwest studios for a Mazda game break. Here's Rick Renner. Rick. All right, Rick, thank you. And the Rangers trying to pick up one here that would give them 93. It has not been easy and probably will not be easy. Here's Mike Napoli. Knapp, pretty good night going. He is 3 for 3. A pair of home runs, a double, 7 runs driven in. Not bad. Yeah. Other than that, he's been pretty quiet. How about that? Knapp up to 231 now with the average, 55 RBI. Downs with a 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. You mentioned Napoli with 10 career 2-home run games. His 4th against his former team. He had 4 as a member of the Angels. And Downs misses way outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Hey, Napoli's swinging the bat. Sure, he'd have a green light if he gets a pitch to his liking.
Yep. The way he's swinging, I would think Downs would be well aware of that.
Yeah, no doubt. 3-0 pitch. And low and away. Ball 4. Napoli draws the walk. His night stays perfect. He is aboard with 1 out for Mitch Moreland. Ford leaderboard will tell you the final numbers are in for Rangers all-time attendance. Just short of 3.5 million people this year. Boy, the Rangers and all of us want to thank all the fans, all 3,460,280 of you that have come out to support the Rangers this year. It's been a great ride, and let's hope that this ride's only about 3/4 of the way over for 2012. Rangers with 48,089 on hand here tonight. The 38th sellout out of a total of 81 home dates. There's a pitch that's on the inside corner to Mitch Moreland. Well, the Rangers will end up 3rd in the major leagues with an average attendance of 42,720 per game. Only Philadelphia and the Yankees are above them. The 0-1 pitch to Mitch is a little bit low. Count is even now at a ball and a strike with Napoli at first and 1 out in the Rangers' 7th inning. An 8-7 ball game. Scott Downs follows Irvin Santana, Jerome Williams, Nick Miranda, and LaTroy Hawkins to the mound tonight. 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Kevin Jepson, the hard-throwing right-hander, is loosening in the Angel bullpen. After Moreland, you have Kinsler and Andrews, the due-up hitters. Ian waiting in that on-deck circle. Downs is coming set now, and a check of Napoli at first. Breaking ball hit in the air to center field. Trout going back, still going back at the track, makes the catch. Napoli was all the way to second, so he has to retrace his steps. And Mitch gave that a pretty good ride to dead center, but Trout able to run it down about 395 feet from home plate.
He got one to handle, breaking ball that caught that center square. I think he hit a little bit off the end of the bat. I don't think he got it right on the good part of the bat. Otherwise, he would have hit it up on the hill.
Well, Mike Scioscia out for the hill again. That's going to do it for the left-hander Downs. He works 2/3 of an inning. He'll leave with Mike Napoli aboard his property. And coming in is the right-hander Kevin Jepson to face Ian Kinsler. So a timeout here on the field with the pitching change. We'll be back right after this on Fox Sports Southwest. Earlier on the mound for the Angels. An 8-7 Ranger lead. And Jepson on with Mike Napoli at first base and 2 away here in the 7th inning.
Saw Jepson in the first game of the series. Hard-throwing right-hander, set-up man, having a solid season. Just trying to get some more going here.
Jepson, the 28-year-old. He was a local product for the Angels, born in Anaheim. And he is working to Ian Kinsler. First pitch to him is a breaking ball that hangs high and inside for ball 1. Kins drove the ball to straightaway center field his last time up, and Trout able to run it down as he ran into the padding in dead center. 0 for 4 is Kinsler tonight. Check swing on a pitch down and away. And the count is 2 balls, no strikes. Koji O'Hara is ready in the Ranger bullpen. It looks like he will more than likely pitch the 8th inning here tonight. Jepson set, the 2-0 pitch. Kinsler had a rip at that 96-mile-an-hour gas. Fouled it straight back, and it's 2-1. Napoli a short lead at first as Jepson comes set. And the breaking ball is off the outside corner. Count moves to 3-1. Now Kinsler trying to prolong this inning to get aboard. Elvis Andrus will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Towering pop-up, foul territory, third base side. Callaspo making the call and the catch, backpedaling, and he gets the grab. Side retired, no runs, no hits. The walker left stranded. We're going to the 8th inning. It's going to be Koji time with the Rangers leading 8-7 on Fox Sports Southwest. Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by Ace Cash Express, earning your trust since 1968. By Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo, a no-nonsense burger, fries, and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax. And by Hyundai. If it's stylish, intelligent, safe, and affordable, it's probably a Hyundai. The Rangers with an 8-7 lead, and the Kojinator is on. Koji Uehara will come out to pitch the 8th inning, and boy, Koji has really been throwing the ball well lately.
He hadn't given up a base runner in seems like about a month. On a great streak. Opponent's average is down to 167. 38 strikeouts and 3 walks in 32 2/3. He retired 19 straight.
20 straight.
20 straight.
20 straight.
Like 10 strikeouts.
Yeah. Check swing by Iannetta. The first pitch of the inning is fouled down. It's 0-1. Yeah, 20 straight hitters. He's retired 12 on strikeouts in the last 8 ball games. And overall, he's retired 25 of 27.
Wow.
Koji to the wind, and the pitch to Iannetta is high. The fastball missed. 1-1. Koji came on in Friday night's ball game. There's a splitter that stays inside. Uehara came on in the 9th inning of Friday's ball game. Faced Callaspo, Hendrick, and Ibar, and had a couple of strikeouts and a little ground ball. 2-1 pitch to Iannetta. Popped up behind home plate. That will reach the seats and will even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Iannetta with his second at bat in this second game. Bobby Wilson began things and played the first 5 innings. Iannetta came on as a pinch hitter in the 6th. Koji's 2-2. A little cue shot foul. And we'll try it with a new baseball on 2-2. Iannetta looking at the tip of his bat to say, holy cow, I just barely tipped that thing. Uehara, the 37-year-old right-hander out of Osaka, Japan. Check swing and
lay off of that.
Wow.
Pitch. That pitch has been swung out about 90% of the time in the last 8 appearances he's made. He's got a good eye at the plate if he can watch that and not swing at it.
Sure does. Now the payoff pitch. Foul the way to the right. One thing you have to be aware of at 3-2 on Iannetta, you don't automatically throw the fastball to him right down the middle because he has some power. He had 9 home runs and just 215 at bats. Again, the payoff pitch. Call strike 3.
That was a little too good that time.
Koji catches Iannetta window shopping on that fastball.
It is right down the center
Yeah,
of
it
the
was.
plate. I'm guessing he's going to throw him a ball right there.
Yeah.
Doesn't know who's pitching.
Must have been listening to me. You're too good to have that ball thrown right there to you. No. Well, now back to the top of the order. Here's Mike Trout, who has walked his last 2 times at plate. And he takes outside for ball 1. Trout 0 for 2. With those 2 walks, had batting average of .321. One-0 pitch. There's a strike. And Koji's able to throw that for a called strike also. It really adds another weapon. Ron Washington sitting next to Jackie Moore probably thinking, hey, we were in this position about 5 hours ago. Didn't work out so well. Trout a rip and a miss. It's 1-2. Trout really getting into it now. They're all behind Koji and the Rangers. The 1-2. Out of play to the right. And we will try it again. Koji, just about 6 weeks of the season, had some latissimus dorsi troubles right below his right shoulder and causing him to miss some time. 1-2 pitch, fastball up and in, and spins Trout out of the way. And that time he missed may play right into the benefit of the Rangers if he can come back and gain the form and keep the form going that he has right now. He'll be a fresh arm.
Yep, definitely. Well rested.
2-2 is chopped foul by Trout. Ebel down there making a grab and flips it into the Angels dugout and is promptly rejected out into the crowd.
He gets you to swing at that pitch. Everybody except Iannetta.
Mike Trout apparently had some bug problem on the back of his shoulder, so Jim Joyce, the home plate umpire, went over and relieved him of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, base is empty. Uehara back to the plate. Out of play to the right. Koji, a little walk around the mound, setting that split finger grip on the ball as he goes into the glove. Again, the 2-2. Got him swinging. He threw that splitter and the bottom dropping out of it. Trout becomes the second straight strikeout victim. 2 gone for Izturis.
Show you the fastball and then get you with a splitter.
There's Mysar Izturis, 0 for 2 in the 2 at-bats since taking over for Eric Ibar. Outside corner call, strike 1. Izturis, 1 ground ball to short, 1 ground ball to third. Both those at-bats were against the left-hander Derek Holland. And Izturis turning around to hit from the left side. He fouls this one out of play off of Koji Uehara. And the crowd now trying to cheer Koji on for a strike him out inning. 0-2. Check swing on the high fastball. He did not go around. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. Slapped just outside the third base bag. A foul ball. And Izturis pretty close to nailing some chalk with that shot. Two balls, 2 strikes. He kind of swiping at that ball and a little disgusted. Crowd, almost all 48,000 on their feet here in the 8th inning. The 2-2 pitch. And the count is now full. And again, if you lose Izturis on the walk, you have to deal with Albert Pujols, who is waiting in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Uehara strikes out the side in order. It's a mow-him-down inning. And we have finished 7.5. It remains the Rangers 8, the Angels 7 on Fox Sports Southwest. the Texas Rangers at TexasRangers.com. Browse the largest online selection of authentic team gear. That includes hats and T-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and a whole lot more. Get your team gear straight from the source. Shop TexasRangers.com. Shop.
Isn't that cute?
Isn't that nice? She looks thrilled. He looks thrilled. Fortunately, they're Ranger fans. They better be thrilled. 8-7, the Rangers leading.
Yep, they're going to be thrilled if it's still 8-7 after 9 innings. One more big inning in the middle of their order coming up.
First pitch to Elvis Andrews from Kevin Jepson is way inside for ball 1.
Of course, we got the middle of our order coming up right now, too, so let's score a couple more runs.
Elvis 1 for 3 officially tonight. A single and a walk. He's also scored a run. Jepson's pitch, a shot, is flagged down by Callaspo, who stuck the glove out as he was getting his feet out of the way. Ball went in, and he was able to throw out Elvis. One gone.
Well, that's too bad. That was a rope. All it's got to do is be a little bit one way or the other. It's right down the left field line for a double. Looks easy right there in slow motion, but that ball was going hard.
And Joe Nathan up in the Ranger bullpen, so apparently the 9th will belong to him. Here's Josh Hamilton, 2 for 4 tonight. Wave and a miss at the breaking ball. Josh has singled and doubled. He's also struck out twice. Jepson back to the plate. Hamilton, a sinking line drive to right. That's going to fall in front of Hunter, who was playing way back by the warning track. No doubles alignment. So Hamilton, a 1-out single. He is aboard, and now Mike Holt, who took over for Adrian Beltre, will come to the plate.
Well hit ball by Josh. Wish he got it up in the air a little bit. Right on the good part of the bat. Had that top spin on it. Low line drive.
Holt steps in, hitting 156. No home runs, 5 driven in. This is Mike's first at bat since getting an opportunity to play after the plantar fasciitis problem. Hits a double play ball hard, but right at the second baseman, Kendrick. On to second, back to first, and that'll do it. Hamilton's 1-out single doesn't get it done. The double play takes care of that. We are going to the 9th. It is Joe Nathan time with the Rangers on top 8-7 on Fox Sports Southwest. Southwest is brought to you by the Built Ford Tough Truck Event. Enjoy huge savings on America's best-selling truck for 35 years running. Ford is the best in Texas. By Budweiser, great times are waiting. Grab some buds. And by Hyundai, If it's fuel efficient, affordable, stylish, and safe, it's probably a Hyundai. Well, the top of the 9th inning, and yes, folks, we have been here before today. The first game, it was a 4-3 Ranger lead when Joe Nathan entered. It was just his 3rd save of the year as the Angels scored a couple to win that ball game 5-4. Now he enters at 8-7 Rangers, and he will face a similar cast of folks he faced in the 9th inning of game 1. Albert Pujols will lead things off. Pujols was intentionally walked in that first inning, and Nathan deals a strike to the outside corner. Pujols 1 for 4 in this second game, and an RBI on a double in the first inning. Nathan's 0-1 pitch. It is 0-2 as Nathan got that slider out there. The slider is what got Nathan hurt in the first game. He hung one to Torrey Hunter with 2 aboard, and Hunter, who is in the on-deck circle now, pounded it to left center for the game-winning double, as it turned out.
Yeah, and this 9th inning determines whether the Rangers go to Oakland with a 1-game lead or a 2-game lead.
Fastball popped up. Andrus backing out, shooing away Jurickson Profar, and Elvis makes the catch. That is out number 1, and it will bring up Torrey Hunter. A rematch, just about 4 hours separated, 5 hours separated from the last time they faced each other. Hunter having a big day, a 4-hit first game, a 3-hit second game. He is 3 for 4 with 3 singles and an RBI. Strike 1 on the foul ball, and there's the same pitch that he hit for the double.
Didn't hang as much.
Nope, not quite. Hunter came up with 2 outs in that 9th inning of game 1. He had 2 runners on and got a 1-1 slider that he banged in the gap in left center field for the 2-run double. 0-1 here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Torrey Hunter doing a little self-relaxation. Deep breath, exhaling. He's ready. So is Nathan. 2-1. That fan drinking something or covering his eyes? I didn't see what he was doing over there. Nathan looking in for the sign. Napoli gives him the one he wants. The 2-1 pitch to Hunter. Rip and a miss.
That's in danger zone right up there. Hunter tried to hit a home run and missed that one.
2-2.
Trying to throw it down and away.
$40,000 plus. Trying to cheer Joe Nathan on to complete this Ranger 9th inning. And the count is full to Hunter. Now Hunter hitting in the 4 spot in this game, and he'll be followed by Mark Trumbo. Ron Washington says he has the pieces that he wants in place right now. And Nathan trying to get it done. Payoff pitch outside and low ball 4, and the tying run is aboard with 1 out. Well, it was a walk by Nathan to Chris Iannetta with 1 out in the 9th inning of game 1. That really led to the undoing. In that game, Esteuras had a base hit with 1 out. Iannetta walked, and then Trout was struck out. Then Hunter's double. Now Hunter walks with 1 out. Here's Mark Trumbo, who is 3 for 4 in this game. Trumbo led off the 9th of game 1 and grounded to second base. Hunter with good speed at first. And Nathan will go that way with the toss. Nathan and Hunter, of course, teammates with the Twins for a number of years.
Outfield playing deep, no doubles. Unless you hit one like Hunter hit it in the first game. Not much you can do about that when it splits the outfielders.
Nathan to the plate. Foul ball. Kendrys Morales has grabbed a bat. He is coming out in the on-deck circle to hit for Callaspo. One on, one out. Rangers leading by one, top of the ninth inning. Rangers trying to get a split in this day-night doubleheader. And now Trumbo backs out of the batter's box after asking for time.
It's been a pressure-packed day for 85,000 fans today.
Sure has.
Each game coming right down to the wire. You can't ask for much more than this. Last week of the season in the pennant race.
Nathan set. And a toss to first. Hunter diving back. A few good thoughts would be much appreciated right about now, sir. Nathan at the belt. The 0-1. Fouled away, and it's 0-2. And the crowd will again. It's supportive applause for Joe Nathan and the Rangers. No balls and 2 strikes. Nathan okays the sign. The right-hander's ready. And instead he goes first base way to drive Hunter back. Trying to prevent Hunter from getting in scoring position with a stolen base. Corey doesn't run quite as much as he used to, but he still has that good speed and certainly a very, very knowledgeable base runner. Nathan nods in agreement. A check of Hunter, and he will go that way again. This play a little bit closer as Hunter just able to get that hand back in. Ranger fans checking their pulse, make sure it doesn't get up over their maximum allowed. Joe Nathan, like most good closers, may not have much of a pulse right now. 0-2 pitch to right field. Cruz started in a couple of steps, now backs up, makes the catch. And staying at first is Hunter. There are 2 outs. And Kendrys Morales will come up as the pinch hitter. So a good pitch by Nathan to get Trumbo. And Morales off the bench. The switch hitter will be up there from the left side against Nathan. Morales, a .285 hitter from the left side as opposed to .229 from the right side. Nathan okays the sign. A check of Hunter. He will go that way. And again, Corey Hunter back.
Well, you got to keep him close. Joe's doing a good job of that. Hunter doesn't run a lot, but when he does, he's successful. He's 9 out of 10.
Morales 2 out of 8 in his career. Make that 2 out of 9 against Joe Nathan with a home run. And the first pitch to him was off speed, and that dips in for strike 1. Everybody's on their feet now at Rangers Ballpark. And 1 to Morales. Nathan, a couple of looks over his right shoulder now, steps off. Torrey Hunter
thinks he started early.
Yeah. Torrey Hunter playing a little game over there at first base with him. Big smile on Hunter's face as he went back to the bag. No smile right now on Ron Washington's face, but there will be when Nathan gets this final out. Popped up. This should do it. Old coming down the line from third, and Mike Napoli makes the catch over the head of Mike Old. And the Rangers have won and split the doubleheader. They have reduced their magic number to 2, and Joe Nathan gets redemption for what happened in Game 1. The Rangers win it by a final score of 8-7. Nathan, his 37th save of the year in 40 opportunities. Derek Holland gets his 12th win of the year. He goes to 12-6. And here's the final out.
I got a little hairy right here, avoiding a collision to make the catch. Fortunately, Knapp got his glove up above Mike Old's glove, caught the ball before they made contact. Good job by Joe. I feel good to get the second chance to come back in the second game, close down the ball game. 2 one-run ball games. Exciting games came right down to the end. The Rangers will now go to Oakland with a 2-game lead. They have to win 1 game in Oakland to win the division.
To clinch the division. And the Rangers with a win now are guaranteed of a playoff spot. Well, the Subway sub-prize on the line is the Western Division standing, the updated version. Rangers a 2-game lead over Oakland with 3 games to play. The Angels 5 games back. They cannot catch the Rangers. So they are eliminated in that respect. That'll be the Rangers and the Oakland A's for the final 3 games of the season. Let's head down to the field where Jim Knox has Mike Napoli.
All right, thank you, Buzz. Yeah, Mike Napoli, what a great game. 6 runs batted in. You get 2 homers off Santana. You enjoyed what he was serving up today. What were you looking for in those situations?
I'm just going up there looking for something to drive. You know, in them situations, you got runners in scoring position, and just going out there and trying to drive the runs in.
What's always good, too, is when you're coming to the plate, the Napoli chants from the stands. In a performance like that, what goes through your mind? Do you hear the chants?
Yeah, I hear it every time. You know, it pumps me up, and, you know, I love it. You know, I love the fans here, and, you know, it's great playing in front of them.
Coming off a tough loss in the opening, but yet you guys get down 4-0. Says a lot about this club, battling back, coming back, and getting the win, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Dutch. You know, he kept us in the game, gave us a chance to come back, and, you know, it's nice. You know, our team battled and scored a couple runs in the inning, and we're able to take the lead.
All right, congratulations on the big night. Appreciate the time. Buzz?
All right, Jim, thank you. Well, a big win for the Rangers, and, well, it makes that flight out to Oakland a little more palatable at this hour of the night. So the Rangers win 8-7. John Redigan and Mark McLemore back to wrap things up from Rangers Ballpark right after this on Fox Sports Southwest.